The maximum allowable current for a conductor is determined based on several factors. Firstly, conductor material. Different materials exhibit different electrical resistivities, influencing the heat generated during current flow. Secondly, conductor size. Larger conductors possess a greater capacity to handle current without experiencing overheating. Thirdly, ambient temperature. The surrounding temperature significantly impacts the rate at which heat dissipates from the conductor. Fourthly, insulation rating. Insulation serves as a protective barrier, minimizing heat transfer between the conductor and its surroundings. Fifthly, installation method. The manner in which the conductor is installed, such as in open air, within a raceway, or underground, affects its ability to dissipate heat. Temperature is indeed the primary determinant in ascertaining the maximum allowable current for a conductor. Copper, a commonly employed conductor material, typically withstands temperatures up to 105 degrees Celsius or 221 degrees Fahrenheit without sustaining significant damage. However, it is essential to note that insulated conductors may feature insulation materials with low temperature ratings. Estimating the maximum temperature of a bare conductor can be achieved through the utilization of the National Electrical Code, specifically Tables 310.15b16. These tables furnish allowable ampacities grounded in conductor size, material, and ambient temperature. For instance, consider bare number 12 American wire gauge copper conductor operating in an ambient temperature of 30 degrees Celsius. The allowable ampacity is 25 amps. This signifies that the conductor can safely conduct up to 25 amps without surpassing a temperature of 105 degrees Celsius. When dealing with insulated conductors, several additional factors warrant consideration. Firstly, insulation type. Different insulation materials possess varying temperature ratings. Secondly, insulation thickness. Thicker insulation enhances heat dissipation. Thirdly, conductor stranding. Stranded conductors offer superior flexibility and heat dissipation compared to solid conductors. In conclusion, the determination of the maximum allowable current for a conductor necessitates a comprehensive evaluation of multiple factors. While temperature remains the primary determinant, ambient temperature, insulation, and installation method also play pivotal roles. By comprehending these factors, engineers can meticulously design electrical systems to mitigate overheating risks and ensure dependable operation. Electrical resistivity is a fundamental property of a material that quantifies its opposition to the flow of electric current. Materials with low electrical resistivity, such as copper and aluminum, are excellent conductors, while materials with high electrical resistivity, such as rubber and glass, are insulators. The electrical resistivity of a material depends on its atomic structure, temperature, and purity. Larger conductors have a greater cross-sectional area, which allows them to carry more current without overheating. The amount of heat generated by a conductor is proportional to the square of the current and the resistance of the conductor. Therefore, doubling the current quadruples the heat generated. The ambient temperature is the temperature of the air or other mediums surrounding the conductor. The higher the ambient temperature, the less heat the conductor can dissipate, and the lower the allowable current. Insulation provides a thermal barrier between the conductor and its surroundings. The insulation material must be able to withstand the operating temperature of the conductor without degrading or melting. Different insulation materials have different temperature ratings. The insulation method affects the heat dissipation of the conductor. Conductors installed in open air can dissipate heat more easily than conductors installed in a raceway or underground. The National Electrical Code provides guidelines for the installation of conductors to ensure that they do not overheat. The National Electrical Code Tables 310.15b16 provide allowable ampacities for conductors based on conductor size, material, and ambient temperature. These tables are used to determine the maximum allowable current for a conductor in a specific application. The allowable ampacity is the maximum current that a conductor can carry continuously without exceeding its temperature rating. The temperature rating of a conductor is the maximum temperature that the conductor can withstand without degrading or melting. For insulated conductors, the insulation material may have a lower temperature rating than the conductor material. In this case, the allowable ampacity is limited by the temperature rating of the insulation material. Insulation type is an important factor to consider when selecting conductors for electrical systems. Different insulation materials have different temperature ratings, electrical properties, and physical characteristics. The insulation material must be compatible with the operating conditions of the electrical system. Insulation thickness affects the heat dissipation of the conductor. Thicker insulation provides better thermal insulation, which reduces the amount of heat that the conductor dissipates to its surroundings. However, thicker insulation also increases the cost and size of the conductor. Conductor stranding affects the flexibility and heat dissipation of the conductor. Stranded conductors are more flexible than solid conductors, which makes them easier to install and bend. Stranded conductors also have a larger surface area than solid conductors, which improves heat dissipation. Determining the maximum allowable current for a conductor is a complex process that requires consideration of multiple factors. Temperature is the primary determinant, but ambient temperature, insulation, and installation method also play crucial roles. By understanding these factors, engineers can safely design electrical systems to minimize overheating and ensure reliable operation. The ampacity of a conductor is the maximum amount of electrical current it can carry continuously without exceeding its temperature rating. Several factors influence a conductor's ampacity, including the conductor material, size, insulation type, ambient temperature, and installation method. The conductor material plays a vital role in determining ampacity. Copper and aluminum are the most common conductor materials, with copper generally having a higher ampacity for a given size due to its lower electrical resistance. Larger conductors have a greater cross-sectional area, which allows them to carry more current without overheating. The American wire gauge (AWG) system is used to specify conductor sizes, with smaller AWG numbers indicating larger conductors. Insulation type significantly impacts ampacity. Different insulation materials have different temperature ratings, which determine the maximum temperature the conductor can withstand without degradation. Common insulation types include thermoplastic high heat resistant nylon (THHN), thermoplastic very high heat resistant (THWN), and cross-linked polyethylene (XLPE), each with its own temperature rating. Ambient temperature, the temperature of the surrounding environment, affects the heat dissipation rate of the conductor. Higher ambient temperatures reduce the conductor's ability to dissipate heat, thus lowering its ampacity. The National Electrical Code (NEC) provides correction factors to adjust ampacity based on ambient temperature. The installation method influences heat dissipation. Conductors installed in free air can dissipate heat more effectively than those installed in conduits or underground. The NEC specifies different ampacity tables based on installation methods. The National Electrical Code, a widely adopted standard for electrical installations, provides tables and guidelines for determining conductor ampacity. Table 310.15b16, formerly Table 310.16, is a key resource that lists the allowable ampacities for various conductor types and sizes based on a specific set of conditions, such as an ambient temperature of 30 degrees Celsius or 86 degrees Fahrenheit, and no more than 3 current-carrying conductors in a raceway or cable. To use this table effectively, one must consider the following factors. Firstly, conductor type. Identify the type of conductor insulation such as THHN, THWN, or XLPE, as this determines the temperature rating. Secondly, conductor size. Determine the American wire gauge (AWG) size of the conductor. Thirdly, ambient temperature. If the ambient temperature differs from the base temperature of 30 degrees Celsius, a correction factor must be applied. Fourthly, number of conductors. If there are more than 3 current-carrying conductors in a raceway or cable, adjustment factors must be applied to reduce the ampacity. Correction factors are applied when the ambient temperature exceeds the base temperature listed in the NEC tables. These factors reduce the allowable ampacity to account for the reduced heat dissipation at higher temperatures. Adjustment factors are applied when there are more than 3 current-carrying conductors in a raceway or cable. These factors reduce the allowable ampacity to prevent overheating due to the combined heat generated by multiple conductors. The formula for calculating the adjusted ampacity is ampacity adjusted equals ampacity from table times correction factor times adjustment factor. For example, consider a number 12 American wire gauge THHN copper conductor installed in a raceway with an ambient temperature of 40 degrees Celsius and 4 current-carrying conductors. From NEC Table 310.15b16, the ampacity of a number 12 American wire gauge THHN copper conductor at 30 degrees Celsius is 30 amps. The correction factor for an ambient temperature of 40 degrees Celsius is 0.88. The adjustment factor for 4 current-carrying conductors is 0.8. Therefore, the adjusted ampacity is 30 amps times 0.88 times 0.8, which equals 21.12 amps. The maximum allowable current for this conductor under these conditions is approximately 21 amps. The temperature rating of a conductor is the maximum temperature at which the conductor can operate continuously without degradation. Exceeding the temperature rating can damage the insulation, leading to short circuits, ground faults, and fire hazard. Common temperature ratings for conductors include 60 degrees Celsius, 75 degrees Celsius, and 90 degrees Celsius. The selection of conductors for electrical systems requires careful consideration of various factors to ensure safety and reliability. Firstly, load requirements. Determine the maximum current that the conductor will need to carry based on the connected load. Secondly, ambient conditions. Consider the ambient temperature and the presence of any corrosive substances. Thirdly, installation method. Choose the appropriate conductor type and size based on the installation method. Fourthly, voltage drop. Calculate the voltage drop to ensure that it remains within acceptable limits. Fifthly, safety factors. Apply appropriate safety factors to account for uncertainties and potential overloads. Voltage drop is the reduction in voltage along the length of a conductor due to its resistance. Excessive voltage drop can cause equipment to malfunction and reduce the efficiency of the electrical system. The NEC recommends limiting voltage drop to no more than 3% for feeders and 5% for branch circuits. The formula for calculating voltage drop is voltage drop equals 2 times current times resistance times length divided by 1000, where voltage drop is in volts, current is in amps, resistance is in ohms per 1000 feet, and length is in feet. Safety factors are used to account for uncertainties in load calculations, ambient conditions, and conductor properties. A common safety factor is to increase the calculated current by 25% to account for potential overloads. The maximum temperature a bare conductor can tolerate before damage depends on the conductor material. For copper, this temperature is typically around 105 degrees Celsius or 221 degrees Fahrenheit. However, factors such as oxidation and mechanical stress can affect the long-term performance of the conductor at high temperatures. In summary, determining the maximum allowable current for a conductor involves a comprehensive analysis of conductor material, size, insulation type, ambient temperature, insulation method, and applicable correction and adjustment factors. Consulting the National Electrical Code and adhering to established engineering practices are essential for ensuring safe and reliable electrical installations. Regular inspections and maintenance can help identify potential problems and prevent overheating.